Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our formal clerical edition of Young at Heart. This is session number 92. I'm Father James DeLucio of the Paulist Fathers here in the Paulist Fathers Rectory Library in New York City with some new Mother Goose rhymes for you and for me, for all of the selections today had never been encountered by me until now. So, may we begin? The first is something I would think would be kind of like a jump rope, kind of funny thing. And it goes this way. American jump, American jump. 1, 2, 3. Under the water, under the sea, catching fishes for my tea, dead or alive. Now that seems as an odd one, but it was designed as an activity, a poem to go with taking a little toddler up in the air. 1, 2, 3, and then on 3, the little boy or girl would wrap their legs around the adult's waist, and then they would go under the water, and you would bend them so that they'd be upside down, or under the sea, catching fishes for my tea, they'd come up, and then dead or alive, and then the child would have to answer dead, and then you'd put them back upside down, and they'd laugh and laugh and laugh, or alive, and then you'd pick them up high into the sky. Now, if anyone has childhood memories of American Jump, please let me know. I'd be delighted to find out. Now, the next one sounds like it would go well to jump rope. Now, did you enjoy jump rope? It usually was always the girls. I don't ever remember boys doing it, except maybe in gym class. I think they sometimes made everybody do the jump rope. And then, of course, athletes of everybody, male, female, does the jump ropes as part of their exercises. So this one goes this way, and it has an interesting little story, too. So here it goes. Anna Elise, she jumped with surprise. The surprise was so quick, it played her a trick. The trick was so rare, she jumped in a chair. The chair was so frail, she jumped in a pail. The pail was so wet, she jumped in a net. The net was so small, she jumped on a ball. The ball was so round, she jumped on the ground. And ever since then, she's been turning around. And I would kind of add, around, around, around. And ever since then, she was turning around. Now, the reason why I say jump rope, because if you think about it, it's Anna Elise. She jumped with surprise. The surprise was so quick, it played her a trick. The trick was so rare, she jumped in a chair. The chair was so frail, she jumped in a pail. And so, if you like, get out your jump rope, or pretend that you have one, and go to town with Anna Elise. I lost my jump rope. Now, this rhyme with structure had a story. I went down to the garden, and there was a man, he went mad, were other versions of starting this rhyme. However, here's a nice little bit of trivia. This jingle, the Anna Elise version, is said to have pleased the children of King Edward III. But the person who writes this, Boyd Smith, in his edition of Mother Goose in 1909, he failed to tell us what his source was, at any rate. Now, there's a naughtier version of this that was published in 1950 1951 through 1966 in some editions of Mother Goose. Anna Marie, she peed on the fire. The fire was too hot. She sat on the pot was too round. She sat on the ground was too flat. She sat on the cat ran away with Maria on her back. Choose the version you prefer for your jump roping exercise today, tomorrow, and the next day. Here's a riddle. I love riddles, and I never can answer them correctly. Yet I love to be confounded by them. As round as an apple, as deep as a cup, and all the king's horses cannot pull it up. Do you know it? As round as an apple, as deep as a cup, and all the king's horses cannot pull it up. Here's a variation that might be more helpful to you. Why is it ye that is round as a cup, yet all my lord oxen cannot draw it up? Why is it yit? I guess it's a Y with a tiny little T at the top. Why is it yit? That is rond, R-O-N-D. Rond is a cup, yet all my lord oxen cannot pull it up. Here's another version. As high as a castle, as weak as a wassail, and all the king's horses cannot pull it down. Was that of any help to you? Well, the answer is, it's a well. It's round, it's deep, you can't. It's impossible. You can't pull it up. There we go. Here's a fun one. Arthur O'Bower has broken his band, and he comes roaring up the land. The King of Scots, with all his power, cannot stop Arthur the Bower. Now, this one had an instruction prior to the first verse saying this is to be sung in a high wind. Have you ever visited Scotland? I have not, but I know they have lots of hills and mountains, and the wind would be blowing, and so you were meant to, I suppose, holler this out loud outside. Arthur O'Bower has broken his band, and he comes roaring up the land. The King of Scots, with all his power, cannot stop Arthur of the Bower. Wow. Well, I'll leave you with those for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Stay healthy. Keep safe. God bless. Bye-bye.